Hello, good day, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about globalization of religion. And I think a lot of us are going to appreciate this discussion because it talks about our religion. And we Filipinos are very spiritual in nature. So I do hope you learn a lot of things from this lesson. So now, globalization has paved a way for ideas, people, and things to come in and out of different geographical locations. And through that, it also gave us a way to get to know more of other people's religions as well as our own, like Christianity, being I myself a Catholic, and try to learn to appreciate how other people praise the Creator, to praise God and worship, right? And because of it, somehow there are already overlapping ideas when it comes to religion, right? For example, in Buddhism, okay, Buddhism, which is commonly on the eastern part of ancient India before, so they teach about faith based on the ideas of moral rectitude, freedom from material attachment or desire, achievement of peace through meditation, and a dedicated life to wisdom, kindness, and also compassion. And it is also same with Christianity, right? Jesus taught us or is teaching up until now how to be kind, right? To be kind to our neighbors, to show compassion to others, to love others, to pray and meditate, and let our hearts be free from material things in order to free ourselves. So we see an overlapping and similarities of ideas of other religions, and the same is true with ours being Christians, right? So in the words of Schulte, accelerated globalization of recent times has enabled co-religionists across the planet to have greater direct contact with one another. So, especially with the role of information technologies, a lot of religious organizations share information online through their Facebook pages. Like, for example, the weekly spiritual community that I attend to, the Feast. I don't know if you have heard about it, but it's really a growing community in the Philippines where they worship God through the modern ways, right? To singing, dancing. Although singing and dancing, they are already olden times, but songs are sang through praise jams like that, and we listen to the talk and seminars. Okay, so I personally go to SM Cinema too. Before this pandemic, a couple of years ago, there were still a small number of people coming. The cinema at SM doesn't really get overloaded with people. But because of social media, because of technology, and the word of mouth, a lot of people are going there. And I remembered last time that we had to wait in line to get inside. And that's the reason why they created more schedules as well, like Monday feast, Saturday feast, different time schedules, so that it would cater a huge number of people. So that's really the power of our technology, guys. It expands our awareness, especially in terms of religion. That's why a lot of religious communities like the feast have been growing rapidly. And even in this current pandemic, a lot of these organizations also continue to spread the word of God through their websites and pages. Not only that, a lot of them would also use television channels, radio stations, print media to advocate religions. Though many of these mediums are slowly dying, but many organizations still use this. Now, modern transportation has also contributed greatly on the emergence, revivalism and fortification of religion. So a long time ago, there was this times and age that the Islamic religion was slowly dying because of them being a minority. But through globalization, through the creation of these modern transportation already, um, it slowly revived. As Turner, in what he has said in one of his research, he cited that in the case of Islamic revivalism in Asia, it was related to the improvement in transportation that has allowed many Muslims to travel to Mecca and return with reformist ideas. So, modern technology, the information technology, and globalization, therefore, contributed a lot in spreading religion all across the world.
So, hi, my name is Princess Nicole Likayan, and for this moment, I am going to discuss or share the benefits of globalization in religion. First, we have here globalization has allowed religion or faith to gain considerable significance and importance as a non territorial touchstone of identity. Of course, being a source of identity and pride, religion has always been promoted by its practitioners so that it could reach the level of globality and be embraced by as many people as possible. Like Muslims, for instance, 'di ba? They aspire to establish the Islamic Ummah, a community of believers. So by paving the way for religions to come in contact with each other and providing a context for their flourishing and thriving, globalization has brought them or has brought such religions to a circle of competition and conflicts. So, of course, globalization plays an important role in religion as well. Also, we have here, with the help of globalization, it transforms also the generic religion into a world system of competing and conflicting religions. So, this process of institutional specialization has transformed local, diverse, and fragmented cultural practices into a recognizable systems of religion. So, with the help of globalization, our diverse, our local, and again our cultural practices was being recognized, diba, by other country, by other religions as well. And that is because we have this what we call globalization nowadays. And also, of course, globalization therefore had this what we call paradoxical effect, no, of making religions more self-conscious of themselves as being the world religion. So that's why there are other conflicts or competition that was being happened through other religions to other religions. It is because with the help of globalization, our generic religion, diba, was being recognized not just here, not just only in one country, but also was being recognized, no, by other systems of religion, by other religions, diba? We were like us, we were able to recognize or accept the Muslims or the Muslims' beliefs, diba? Also us, we have these other beliefs from other religions. There are competitions made or there are sometimes conflicts happen, but at the same time, we were able to be identified because with the help of globalization.
So my topic is all about global conflict and its downside about religion. So there are many concerned conflict about our world today, but about our main focus conflict is about religions throughout the world. So actually there are many kinds of religions in our time. So the very first main reason why some regions having conflict is they been incompatible with each other. So its meaning is that all religions only believe on what are their traditions, their beliefs about their own religions. So second is reinforcing their respective specific identities. That's that's the meaning that they've been strengthened or supporting their own religions or adding some material that will benefit to their own religions. So according to Schulte 2005, in this respect maintained at the same time as being pursued through global channels, assertions of religion identity have, like nationalist strivings, often also been partly a defensive reaction to globalization. So according to Schulte, that religion's been main or one of the main topic that our world is having conflict.
Globalization is asserted as an American or a Western project, with Westernization and Americanization. The dominance exerted by these two processes, particularly in the least developed countries, the third world countries, and make religion-related cultures and identities take defensive measures to protect themselves. So sometimes extreme forms of resisting other cultural influences are being done, such as that of the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, or should we say the ISIS. In this respect, Islam takes caution and resists the encroachment of globalization force on its cultures and livelihood in many ways. It has been pointed out by Asif Shami that globalization is not only seen as a rival of Islamic ways, but also as an alien force divorced from Muslim realities, stressing the negative impact of the loosened morals of the Western life as a daily features of the airwaves in the Middle East. Islamic cannot contribute to the hybridizing consequence of globalization, not only because it is always resistant to and defend of globalization, but also because the Islamic culture and the identity of general are incompatible with the norms and the values that are related to globalization and the other distinct religions such as Christianity, Judaism, and etc. Because for Muslims, globalization is a source of loose Western morals. So the imperialist aspiration of the globalization and its incompatibility with Muslim make globalization completely alien to the Muslim realities. In this respect, the leading Islamic scholar named Salim Al-Awa maintains a paraphrase by Itashmi that globalization is invasion, since globalization in culture construct at its core and its meaning is to Western discourage, which is promoting and engaging with it on the part of Muslim in like accepting and promoting Western culture values and their dominance. Al-Alwa's conception derives from his fear of challenge that is exceedingly exerted by globalization on religion. So this conception seems, or in fact, short-sighted, since religious identities have to be pursued through globalization technologies to their assertion and fortification. So the challenges of the globalization to religion link automatically to the challenges of religion to globalization. And to put in other words, while religion takes caution against the norms and the values related to globalization, it challenges the latter, since religion does not approve its hybridizing effects. And so for the idea of the hybridizing effect of religion is approved also by Samuel Huntington's Clash of Civilization, which maintains that such dehybridizing upshot springs also the religious partitioning and clashes.
How is it going, everyone? So this will be Social 101 Globalization of Religion. By the way, it's Juvie Amethyst Berrido and I'll be reporting for today. So let us understand first what is globalization. Globalization refers to the historical process by which all the world's people increasingly come to live in a single social unit. It implicates religion and religions in several ways. My topic focuses on the current events or issues affecting the religious factor of globalization. Legalize abortion. Abortion is the ending of a pregnancy by removal or expulsion of an embryo or fetus. The Catholic Church opposes all forms of abortion procedures whose direct purpose is to destroy a zygote, embryo, or fetus. Abortion remains illegal in the Philippines under all circumstances and is highly stigmatized. While a liberal interpretation of the law could exempt abortion provision from criminal liability when done to save the woman's life, there are no such explicit provisions. Homosexuality. Homosexuality is romantic attraction, sexual attraction, or sexual behavior between members of the same sex or gender. As a sexual orientation, homosexuality is an enduring pattern of emotional, romantic, and/or sexual attractions to people of the same sex. The people in the Philippines have a distinctive culture in society and also have limited legal rights. Many Catholic communities reach out to LGBTQ members to offer as full of a welcome as possible within the limits of a church policy that does not approve of same-sex relationships, even committed ones. The Family Code of the Philippines defines marriage as a special contract of permanent union between a man and a woman. The Constitution of the Philippines does not prohibit same-sex marriage. Even so, it is still not widely accepted. Divorce. A divorce is a legal action between married people to terminate their marriage relationship. It can be referred to as dissolution of marriage and is basically the legal action that ends the marriage before the death of either spouse. Currently, the Philippines and the Vatican are the only two sovereign states in the world that still prohibit divorce. Opponents of this initiative argue that if divorce is allowed, it will destroy the institution of marriage. The three current events or social issues that relates to religion and globalization that I have chosen are abortion, homosexuality, and divorce. I have chosen these issues since I know that every one of us can say something or can visualize what I have reported. All these three current issues that I have chosen are still the talk of the town, with the fact that all three of them are controversial. Once again, this is Juvie Amethyst Berrido reporting.